Mira told me something that completely changes how we should understand what is happening around the Earth right now. According to her, we are no longer looking at a simple period of instability. We are witnessing a reorganization of the entire field surrounding this planet. The old network that once moved through hidden channels is losing its freedom of movement. Its access is being restricted. Its remaining activity is being watched closely. What stood out to me immediately was the precision in her words. Mira did not describe a vague spiritual shift. She described an operation. She spoke about containment, monitoring, sealed access points, and a new command structure around the Earth. The way I understand this is that many of the forces that once influenced humanity from behind the scenes are now being separated from the systems they depended upon. Their connection to human networks is weakening. Their ability to coordinate is breaking down. This could explain why certain institutions appear increasingly unstable. Structures that once moved with a clear direction now seem divided within themselves. People who once acted with confidence are beginning to contradict one another. Decisions are becoming harder to control. Mira explained that this loss of coordination has already begun. That part is important because it means the changes we are seeing are connected to something deeper than political conflict or human mismanagement. The visible confusion may be the surface effect of an invisible command system losing contact with its lower levels. For a long time, certain human structures received support from forces operating outside ordinary awareness. These forces did not need to appear openly. They could influence decisions through agreements, energetic channels, and carefully placed individuals. Mira's message suggests that this protection is being removed. The access points that allowed these forces to move around the Earth have been sealed. Any attempt to enter the planetary field now creates a detectable signal. Nothing can approach through the old corridors without being recognized. What this seems to reveal is that Earth has entered a very different stage of the transition. The planet is no longer operating under the same energetic arrangement. A new authority is now active around it. Mira described this as a new planetary command structure. When I heard that, I understood why the pressure has become so strong in the collective. A command structure is connected to coordination. It determines what can enter a field and what must remain outside. It also determines how events are contained once they begin moving. Mira explained that some events still need to complete their course. The councils cannot simply erase every consequence created by humanity. Certain structures have to reveal themselves fully before people can understand what they were supporting. This is one of the strongest points in the message. Many people are waiting for the old system to disappear overnight. Mira is showing us that exposure is part of the dismantling. Humanity needs to see how these systems operate. People need to recognize their methods through direct experience. When something hidden becomes visible, it loses part of its power. It can no longer operate through complete secrecy. People begin to feel its signature. They begin to recognize the energy behind the words and the intention behind the action. This recognition is becoming stronger now. Mira made it clear that humanity is approaching a restoration of memory. This includes personal memory and the lost history of the Earth. She explained that the true story of this planet will return in stages. The revelations will connect events that were previously kept separate. People will begin to understand how human potential was reduced and how fear became embedded within the structure of society. The way I understand this is that disclosure will be a sequence. One truth will open the mind enough to receive the next one. Each revelation will expand the collective field. The full history cannot arrive in a single moment because too many people would reject it before they had the inner foundation to understand it. Mira called this controlled revelation. This does not mean the truth will remain hidden. It means the release is being organized carefully. The information will emerge in a form that allows the human mind to integrate what it is seeing. Open contact is part of this process. Mira said the first stage will involve greater recognition of their presence. People may begin remembering encounters after waking. Certain beings may appear repeatedly across different experiences. A sense of continuity will develop. I find this significant because one isolated experience can be dismissed. Repeated contact creates a pattern. The person begins to recognize that the experience belongs to an organized process. Mira's central message is that the old influence is losing its shelter. The channels it used are closing. The agreements that gave it access are being dissolved. The human networks connected to it are losing the guidance that once kept them coordinated. At the same time, galactic presence is moving closer to open recognition. These two movements are connected. One structure is withdrawing from the field. Another is preparing humanity for conscious participation within a greater community of worlds. This is why the current moment feels so compressed. Personal decisions are becoming impossible to postpone. Hidden structures are becoming easier to see. Old relationships are reaching points of completion. Memories are returning. Contact experiences are becoming clearer. All of this belongs to the same planetary reorganization. What I take from Mira's message is that we should pay close attention to what is losing coherence. The breakdown itself carries information. It shows us where the old command channels once operated. We should also notice where a new stability is forming. The new field may first appear as an inner certainty. It may arrive as a clear decision. It may appear through a growing sense that your life must move in another direction. This is how the planetary shift enters personal reality. Mira did not describe a distant future. She described an operation that is already active. The monitoring fields are in place. The old access points are closing. The first stage of controlled revelation is approaching human awareness. Earth has entered a new command structure. The effects will become increasingly visible through the loss of coordination inside the old system and through the growing recognition of galactic presence. For me, this message confirms that the confusion we are witnessing is part of a much larger transition. The old structure is losing the intelligence that once held it together. The next phase will require discernment. It will also require inner stability because many revelations will challenge the history people have accepted as reality. Mira's message leaves us with a clear understanding. The operation continues. The planetary field is protected. Humanity is moving toward a direct encounter with its greater history. Thank you for receiving this message. For those who feel a deeper connection with the Pleiadian field, my Pleiadian Light Language album is now available through the link in the description. This album brings together 4 mantra transmissions in Pleiadian Light Language. Each chant carries a distinct frequency and guides you into a deeper experience of remembrance, healing, connection, and stellar awakening. You're about to hear a short excerpt from one of the tracks in the album, so you can feel its frequency for yourself. See you very soon.